Hi crafty friends, this is Sheree. How's everyone doing today? Welcome to my channel, Turquoise Dreaming. So glad you're here, and I'm excited to be here crafting and showing you a flip through of this little cute little golden book Raggedy Ann and Andy journal. So this is, June, and that's my month that I decided for myself to give myself a challenge to make some blank journals, because I don't usually, they're usually lightly embellished, and I like to stuff the pockets, so it's hard for me not to do that. But I thought it would be fun and a way for me to kind of almost like a stash buster type thing. I can really kind of maybe pump out a few more than usual in a month, and at a lower price point for you all too. And it's a good time to pick up a little journal for yourself, or a gift for now or later, right? So anyway, I've got it tied up with this little it's a ribbon that is red and white gingham. So I'm just going to untie that real quick. It's just tied around there, so you'll be able to use that for a closure, or cut it up if you want to make tags or whatever you want to do with that. Then I have some of my sewn together strips here, which are great for also cutting up to make tabs, or tabs for your pages, tabs for journal cards, and tags, and also make great little page edges, and you can add to them and decorate them further and make a focal point some point on here somewhere in the middle, or whatever you decide to do. I'm just throwing out some ideas. So here's the front of the journal. This was a really nice, it's not too worn. It's barely worn on the little corners here, but it was in really good shape. 39 cents originally, so it's vintage. And I love this one. I've done this little golden book before, and I just think this is so cute with them peeking through the curtains there. So you see I have red and white gingham fabric on the spine, and here's the original back. It has a little bit of something here, I think, but I really you don't really even notice it, whatever it is. I cleaned it off nice, and it's the best I could, so it looks really good, I think, and for the age of it, it's in really good shape. So I did put all the pages from the book in here. So let's open up. So it is a notebook ring mechanism that I attached to the spine. I showed you a while back, a few weeks ago, how I put these in. I did it that way. I did put some pretty papers here, scrapbook paper, cardstock, whatever, here and here. And you can see the fabric there too on the inside. So let's just do a little flip through. I've got a few goodies in here. So we know when you see this video, this will be in my shop unless it's already sold. I don't know. I have to say that because, if you go to my shop and it's not there, that means it's already sold. But I usually put at the end of the title too. If you look at the whole title, open up the title. If you have to click more or whatever, if it's sold, as soon as it's sold, as soon as I see that it's sold, I try to go and put that there too, so you're not looking around in my shop wondering where it is. But there are a few other journals in my shop if you're interested in one of those. So as we start out, I started like I do my signatures that I sew, and I started and ended these pages in the same way with pretty cardstock scrapbook paper. So this pretty red kind of plaid, red and white plaid here goes really pretty with the colors, I thought. So that's why I chose to put that there. And then as you flip that over, I really see, being that this is a notebook mechanism, you can open these up and rearrange the pages and take away whatever you want to do as much as you want. So that's what's great about this little notebook mechanism. And then this page right here opens up into a fold out. It kind of folds in a little folder at the end here too. So kind of hard to fit in the camera, but it is almost like a double fold out there. And then here's, when you see pages like this, you'll know that those are pages from the book. And I think the copyright's right here, 1974 is the latest date right here, second printing. And I did cut down the pages, but try not to cut off too much of the words and things like that. But this next page is manuscript music paper. Here's these are a couple little, I think I got two here. Do I have two? Yeah, there's two little game cards here. And everything I put in here is for you to be able to craft with, you know, make more pockets. I kind of was thinking also, you know, this is a blank, you call it a blank journal, unembellished journal, whatever you want. It's almost even also like a little, I mean, you can make this into anything you want, being that it's blank. But you can also look at it like a little mini glue book. You know what I mean? Like, instead of the big ones, it's like a little mini one with the blank pages. I just thought of that in case y'all didn't think of that. I wanted to put it out there. But these pages are so cute from this book. Look at this little picture with the Raggedy and a little kitty cat there. So, so cute. Oh, they got a little puppy here and a little kitty cat there. So adorable. This is like this is typing paper. So it's kind of like if you know old typing paper, or if you know onion skin, it's kind of like a blend between onion skin and maybe what you might picture as old typing paper. It's really a neat kind of feeling paper. And then there you go, page from the book. This is an end page, an old end page from a book that I put here as a page. You can see the patina on it. Little tag that I have clipped in here. I don't know, I guess you saw the top here. I have quite a few things clipped in on a lot of my decorated paper clips. So you'll be able to have all of those. This is this cardstock scrapbook paper. I used I think only two 12 by 12 cardstock scrapbook papers in here. And one part I used like this as a fold out, and the other part I used as a pocket page. So this is the cutoff from this page back here. So I put it right here as a page, and on this side it has a pocket, and there's a tag in here, and this is a wrapping paper, cute vintage wrapping paper backed onto file folder and page from the book. This is some more that typing paper with a little journaling card clipped on there. Music manuscript here, and it's a fold out. There is some writing on there from when someone used it. I thought that was pretty neat. It says Star Spangled Banner right there. So maybe if you know music, you'll know what all that means. I do play the piano, or I did take piano lessons, played the piano when I was younger. But this looks like, I know my husband plays the trumpet and the trombone and things like that, and he transposes music. So this may be what they're doing here, from one to the other, so he can make it apply to the instrument he's playing. So this might be what's going on here, but I'm not sure. Anyway, I did put some pretty, I picked out a piece of pretty wallpaper to put in here. So there's 3 pages. I got 3 pages out of that wallpaper I was able to put in here. So here's the front of it. It's neutral but very beautiful. And then here's, you know, of course, the back. And this is one of my little recipe tags that I brought home recently. The recipe's on this side, red, white, and blue muffins. And you can write on this side. I added a little fabric to some of these, so that's a little piece of fabric on there. Another cute page. I love the colors in this Raggedy Ann book too. So cute. Just a pretty blue paper here. Page from the book. So cute. This is scrapbook paper here. And then I added this little tag. Right on the back. And a big envelope here you can decorate. I thought this color went well with the colors in here. There's a lot of pink in these pages, so the pages from the book. In here, I'm not going to take them out, but I have, I think, 3 folded papers that I made into pages that are folded. So you can, if you want to, you can cut them up any way you want. You can use them as pages, or you could use them to make ephemera. But they're vintage pattern instruction paper made out of that. So a bingo card here, vintage bingo card, where I had backed it with some scrapbook paper, and so you can write on the back or do whatever you wish there. Some music. This is dyed with I think this is some tie-dye. This is not the one I did recently. I actually have some tie-dye ink that I used to dye papers too, and I think that's what this is. And then, page from the book. This is another piece of wallpaper. And on the back here I have clipped an envelope made out of pattern instruction paper. So I had put like 2 or 3 of those layers together of that. I think there's 2. and made an envelope here and decorated it. So that's, I wanted it to be a little stronger than one layer, so I just put 2 layers together, it looks like, and decorated that. This is just a pretty page from a sewing book or a stitchery book. Pillow there, and then here's some instructions over here. So here is the cutoff from that first page here that I made into the pocket page. I put a little ladybug sticker, one decoration. Couldn't help myself, right? Little ladybug foam sticker there. And then this is a couple of drawing cards in the pocket. You can write on the back, or you can make those into little tucks or whatever you want to do. There's a label on that one, so that's cool. You can write on the front of that one. Isn't this cute? I like these colors together too. Here's another. This is a pink dyed one too, probably with the tie-dye ink, and this is a book page. And then here is one of the instruction pages that I put in here, the pattern instruction pages. Little time card here, little time flash card. Page from the book. Yellow lined paper. This is a page from, or a piece of a page from Helen Steiner Rice book. Pretty flowers. I like the flowers in it. This is coffee dyed too. But those flowers, if you've never seen a Helen Steiner Rice book, the artwork that they have in there looks like like drawings with water, somebody has watercolor painted them. I really think some of them are black and white too, and you could color them yourself, or you could further color these if you wanted to. So could be a fun thing. This is a scrapbook paper, one-sided, but then I coffee dyed it, so it's coffee dyed on the back. This is the third wallpaper page that I mentioned here. I said put 3 in here, so this is the third one. And then on the back I have clipped, I think there's, I counted the pages, I almost forget what I counted, but it was something like 34, 35 pages, something like that in here. And that's, 70 fronts and backs, if you wanted to count the fronts and backs. And then, so on the back of this wallpaper, I have clipped here. Let me just show you, because these are so cute. And maybe you remember me showing you these in my Thrifty Thursday, but just some little note papers. They're little note papers that are long and narrow like this. So cute. That I found at the thrift store a few weeks ago. Messages, notes. This one says grocery list, and this is things to do, and it has a little kitty cat up there. So adorable. I love those. And then this is the last page, the scrapbook paper cardstock, and this one also folds way out like that. So, and it's one side, so you've got all the white space over here to do whatever you wish. And so, yeah, I showed you the strips, and then I have this little envelope. I'm going to put it, either just tuck it in the front, or I'll stick it in a pocket somewhere, but this is a little, kind of like a coin envelope, but it opens this way. You know what I mean? It's a little craft colored envelope. I found some of these at the thrift store one time. I thought they were so cute. And then in here, I just tucked, I couldn't help myself. I just kept finding things I wanted to put in here. So I thought I would just go ahead and add that in a little envelope. But there's some little stickers in here that look like tickets. These are stickers though. You can peel off the back. So they're little stickers. Museum ticket. A little price tag. These are some little vocabulary cards. And then these are some little scraps that I thought would be fun. Like, you can put them together and make little pockets or tuck spots. These two right here have glitter on the front, little glittery decoration. Or you can put them together with things like, make a little pocket or tuck spot like that, or, any which way. And use it with the other things too. So that's why I put these in here. I thought they'd be fun to make little clusters or tuck spots or little tags, different colors. This one's got a little bit of glittery on it too, but it's not the pattern. This one has the pattern, this is just glittery. And then 2 different little pink, and this is almost pinkish purple, and this one's green, greenish yellowish. Look at that, see that? Greenish yellowish, yeah. So that's what's in that little envelope. And then you have a little envelope to use too, which could be fun. You could either attach it to a page with a flap, make a little tuck spot even out of the flap, or you could even glue it down like this, still have the pocket to use, and make a pocket behind it, or any which way. You could put it, this way, that way, whatever you want. So yeah, just lots of things you can have fun with. So I hope you enjoyed this one. I'll be on to the next one, and I mentioned the other day that I was doing this Raggedy Ann and the Nurse Nancy and the Dr. Dan. Those will be the next two. And those will be signatures, like two signature journals, made in the same style, but, you know, not the notebook mechanism. So, yeah, let me know what you think, and I hope you enjoyed this one, and we'll enjoy the next two. My goal is to get those other two done. Well, you'll be seeing this flip through on Friday, but my goal is to get the other two done by, say, Saturday night. So those flip throughs will be probably, well, I'd like to get one more done before Saturday so I can do a flip through of one of those on Saturday, and then the other, if I don't do both of them by Saturday, then one flip through will be Saturday and one flip through will be Monday. So stay tuned for those, and I'll see you in my next video. Have a great day.